Yeah, thank you very much. What's this about? This is worse than banking, okay? This is life insurance. I'm sorry about that, but that's what we've done. We've built a platform that makes life insurance online, simple, convenient, like we customers want it, but it also makes it easy and low cost to administer like insurance companies want it. Now, you're going to say to me, why would you even want to do life insurance? It's about the worst possible thing. It's old-fashioned, it's boring, it's yuck, you ask a lot of health questions, and people really don't like it, right? But that's exactly the opportunity. This is an amazing empty space out there. Nobody has been really looking after how to make life insurance digital. Life insurance companies, what have they been doing? Solvency II, trying to manage their capital, and they're sitting on old technology, and they don't know how to do this. On the other hand, you've got insurtechs that say, I want to do digital apps, I want to be a broker, or I want to do general insurance. And it's probably because this stuff is really awful. Should we go for it? We say it's a great space to occupy, because what is the most amazing thing about life insurance? If you have a platform that manages life insurance policies, you will have a longer customer relationship than most marriages in this room, I would say, right? Like we're talking 20 years plus. And if you make it all digital, you can actually track what people do, and you can continuously analyze and improve outcomes through your solution. And are there companies who would want that kind of help in getting this resolved in the EU? I would say yes. In Germany alone, there are 85 life companies, and a lot of those companies have major challenges. We know because we get asked. So you've got companies who say, I have to go online in my life insurance section, and I just don't have the skills, the team, or the technology, and I want to do it fast. Can you help me do it? Then you've got companies who are sitting on what you would call a major Solvency II risk, really old technology platforms, no longer really supported, and they've got to do something about it. And then the last group of customers are the really evil ones, the ones who say, I want to put my life insurance business into runoff. And you've got companies saying, oh, yeah, I can manage that capital, and there's huge arbitrage. I can actually manage these guarantees. But you still need somebody to look after the customer and to manage that business efficiently. And that's really where we come in because of the technology that we have built. We actually go from online designing of the products, to the distribution, to the policy issuance, to the full policy administration. And we can track it all the way. And this is something that we don't know any other company has actually achieved. And we've done our first use case, so you can actually kick the tires of this car. We set up a complete structure for a subsidiary of Swiss Re, and we're doing term life and disability fully online, including the transaction after the policy has been issued. So if you're a customer of Community Life, we did it under this brand, you can go onto your online account and you see everything. You're in the driver's seat. You can see your logbook, you can manage your policy, you can do your own self-service. You don't need to ask anyone to help you, you can see it all. And I think, did we get it right? We got a lot of press and a lot of attention in the German market, but actually I think the thing that matters most is what do the customers say. And the 54 NPS score is a great score, but actually it's wrong. My CMO gave me hell. He said it's actually 57 at this point. That's an old slide. But what it means is we do think that we did a lot of things right in designing that journey for people, making it a simple, understandable, fair and transparent process. And just maybe to provide a bit of detail, but what do we do with this technology that we built? We don't say you have to do everything with us. We can be a distributor. We are a distributor currently under the Community Life brand. We can do the full administration, and we can just say we'll give you the technology stack. So we have one company who's saying, we like what you've built. We want the technology, and we want to use it for our own brand. So you can choose what you want as a life company. And the great thing is you can focus on what your core competency is. What are life companies, what are they really good at? They're good at managing risk and capital. They're not developers, they're not IT people, that's not their core skill. And they're certainly not really strong in e-commerce. And on the other hand, for us, we can focus on that, and we can make a really good margin, because what we've done is through the right technology stack, through automation, and of course, because the customer does his own self-service, we have very, very low costs, and we can offer very attractive prices and have a very interesting margin on our fees for the administration. And of course, if we do distribution, we make margin on that too. So I would say, from an investor's perspective, what is it that Community Life offers? We have a team in place that has very senior people from the insurance industry, technology, and e-commerce, and that's really important because we're in a regulated industry and we do outsourcing activities for a life insurance company. We check all those boxes, and you're in a market which is a largely unoccupied space. I find it fascinating that nobody really has tried to crack this nut, and we have. And I think the other thing is there is a huge market there to win. Like if you look at the expected numbers of policies that will go into runoff in the German market alone, it's in the millions. They're saying there's going to be like 180 billion euros of annual premium in runoff by 2022. We may not get an entire share, but if we get a small share of that, that's a really big market. And I think the other part is long-term relationships mean long-term stable returns in this business. Thank you very much.